This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Now, for those of you that have been watching my channel for 1,000 years, you know that one of my favorite companies, and every time they come out with a game, it ends up in my top 10 list. That's this guy, Uwe. Academy Games, best games I've ever played, and one of my favorite companies of all time.
Oh, thank you.
But I've been waiting for a while for this one, and yes, it's coming finally. Storms of Steel with new rules, new excitement, all the things that you could possibly want. And who's going to show us? Well, none other than my man Uwe. Uwe, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Let's go down to the table and check out Storms of Steel, 2nd edition. All right, Uwe, tell us all about the new Storms of Steel.
The Storms of Steel, and this is, I have to give the accreditation, this is the Awakening the Bear map. So the Storms of Steel maps are in printing right now. But the new system, 3rd edition system, we got rid of the action points. So now you just activate a unit, take an action with it. Let's say we have a silly German unit squad here moving up one. Moves up one. The cost now, you determine if he's spent from the action. We have a new weighted die, and this actually gives you a randomization on a 10-sider single die. So we actually have a probability curve because there are 2 1s, 1 2, 2 3s, 1 4, 2 5s, a 6, and a 7.
Wow.
So now, when you take an action for 1, the probability of being spent is 20%. If you fire with a machine gun that costs you 3 action points, the probability of being spent, since there are 2 1s, 1 2, and 2 3s, is 50%. Like in the old game, a 3-action unit can take 2 of those actions before being spent if it had 7 action points. Now this is where the little details come in. You as a commander, with your command, you can influence how a unit acts in combat, keeping it from getting suppressed, keeping its unit cohesion together. How do you do that? By taking the cost of the unit's action, let's say it was 3, spending as many command points as you want. So if it was 3, now it's 2. Now its probability of becoming spent is not 50%, but 30%. If you want to make sure it continues no matter what, spend its entire cost with command, your rare command that have to last for all your men that round, and you take no spend check. You know they will continue performing exactly like you think. The next thing is, when you take action with a unit, and we put a little marker on it, and these will be included with the game. If you take an action with it your very next turn, it then gets fatigued, and anything it does, its cost goes up by 1. So the difference between the 2nd and 3rd edition is you're no longer giving 1 unit 7 action points and doing everything with that unit. We've actually totally turned the game on its head. Now you just take an action with any unit you want, take the action, make the spend check. If it passes it, it stays. If it fails, it becomes spent. The spent unit can still take actions with action battle cards or command actions. So all of a sudden now, there's no more tracking. There's no more, you're just playing quick, back and forth, back and forth.
And the probability is more realistic.
Yes, because in any type of command situation, the problem is that often there's so much, in even modern combat, if you're coming into an ambush, the potential of losing unit cohesion, men just hitting the ground, not moving, not firing back, or even wanting to flee or withdraw, not following through with orders, is tremendous. And the need for command to send either staff over, extra ammo, extra men, to keep that cohesion going is tremendous. And so we decided to move more towards that type of realistic issue on the battlefield, with the fog of war not being guaranteed that a unit gets 7 action points, but you know what the probability and how it should act in real life. In combat, everything goes foobar, and you then, as commander, have to react to get things back together.
You have to adjust, and that's more realistic than anything. Is constantly adjusting to the things that will go wrong.
Exactly.
Because it will go wrong.
You know what I just noticed?
What?
When I speak, my voice sounds so much higher when I hear it back, and I hear your voice so lower. So I'm going to sound a little more manly here. I'm going to drop my voice a little. So, what's so cool? Now you laugh higher, though. Don't do that to me.
Yeah,
I'll go
no,
back
see,
up.
I'm messing with you now.
So, what we see here, Rob, is that. Do I sound better with the lower voice, sir? He shakes his head. Anyway.
No?
Okay.
So, what's so neat now with the game is we got rid of 30% of the rules. The rule book's twice as long because we added so many more pictures. The total layout has been modernized. The gameplay actually is about 20 to 30% faster. So the old games you're playing are going to play faster, and now the 4-player games, oh, they're
flow.
smooth, they flow.
They float anyways. Now, you can use this new system with all the other systems, correct?
Yes.
Awakening the Bear and everything?
You see the new command track?
Right.
Got rid of the APs. These are available for download on our website. VPs, the new one without a 0. So you're both sides always have victory advantage. Available for download. The new dice, you can buy them separately. This new system is playable with all of our previous games, and if you like the 7 AP ruled system, you can play it with the new 3rd edition games coming out.
Oh, perfect.
So we tried to keep it very, very streamlined. The dice we're going to be selling for $1 a piece. People can call us when they're available in January and February, and the people who've pre-ordered the Storms of Steel, they're going to be getting email, and they can add the dice. They can add the new counter trays. Each side will get a counter tray for their German units, a counter tray for their Soviet units, and then a tray with 2 welds for cards, their hit counters, and then we pull the cards out when we play and use one of the welds for our hit counters.
This looks fantastic as always. So let's take it on top and let's get on. Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
Thank you.
What you've done, changing everything up and showing off the way you are, trying to humiliate me, but that's okay. I'm going to stay on point.
Humiliate
Listen,
you? Look at these arms. I mean,
listen, everybody, pre-order Storms of Steel. You got to get it. This is another classic. It plays with everything else. You're going to love it. They've never made a bad game in my eyes, and I'm telling you, this is going to be great. Thanks for showing us this. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate your time.
All right,
Thanks,
brother.
everyone.